All right, let's get this going. You know why I'm here. This is probably the millionth video review on these y'all have watched. Everybody else probably had a non-wrinkled shirt. But anyway, Air Jordan 11 Retro Concord. All right, now, you know, I like what Nike has done. The fact that they've had not one, but two early drops on these. So that kind of gives you an idea on how many of these they actually produced. So we'll start with the box. Comes in the Air Jordan box that they've been using from 8 all the way halfway through the run of these. There were some pairs of these with the regular Nike box that many of y'all know now is the Jordan 12 box. But, you know, that was more so the black and red, some of the Columbias, some of these. But let's get the shoe out. Here. They did a really good job with these. One of the things I've already noticed off the rip, other than the higher cut, the peaks, I feel like the bottom was a little more purple on the 2011, where this bottom is a little more blue, more clear. And again, this is an iPhone 8 Plus camera, so it may not even show up as blue as it is here, but you know, it's a really good rendition. The only thing I could say negative off the rip is this 45 definitely should have been sewn, and this leather here, you know, right out the box, it's already a crease. Right out the box, like this leather around the ankle doesn't really look that good. You know, but everything else is uniform. Just got your Jumpman, your carbon fiber, and you know, carbon fiber definitely will vary by whichever pair you're lucky to get. They did go back to actually embroidering the Jumpman instead of just embossing it, stitched different, you know, than it was. You know, but it's a really good rendition of the 95 original. What I should have done, now that I'm halfway through this video, is I should have brought out older releases, which I may still do. Compare this to the 95, because I have a few OG 95 ones, yellow as fuck. 2000 ones, I have 2 of those. I have a DMP that's also yellow as fuck, and I didn't get the 2011 when it came out, so I don't have the 2011. But you know, again, a really, really solid shoe. And I mean, they've made so many of these that, you know, everybody's gonna have them. You're gonna see them everywhere. But it's such an iconic and historic shoe. It's almost like you have to have these if you're into sneakers, into Jordans. You know, and a lot of people are doubling up, or in some cases tripling up. To me, this is the time to do it since they made so many of them. You know, the downside to this colorway is since the entire bottom is translucent, you know, icy, the shelf life on them isn't too long, maybe 4 or 5 years, which to a lot of y'all, that's a long time. But, you know, to me, it's not. I will say I've only worn my Space Jams twice, the 2016 ones, and the bottom still looks like this. I will say, for any of y'all, you know, if you drive in these, make sure, and this may seem a little extreme, but make sure and put white towels down underneath if you're wearing these, you know, if your car isn't completely detailed or something like that. Because one thing I've noticed is on any of my 11s, it always is a little more yellow right here, because, you know, when I'm driving, you know, if I'm braking or whatever, you know, it's just constant dirt on the shoe. But yeah, I'm not gonna wear these or even my Space Jams again until I get some white towels for the car. I may do that today. So, but yeah, really good rendition of the shoe. I'm pleased with it. Again, the only negative takeaways I have is this leather doesn't really look the greatest around the ankle, and this 45 should have been sewn in like the Space Jams were. So other than that, you know, everything else is just the way it should be. The Concord purple, you know, the bottom, the mesh, you know, and if this ends up being your everyday shoe, which for some people it may end up being your everyday shoe, you gotta put the crap or the Jason Mark Scotch guard the fuck out of this mesh, because once you get something on this mesh, it's over with. So I know for a lot of y'all this will be your first time having the Concord. As far as how it's gonna sell, there's gonna be some calamity everywhere just because of what it is, but I personally don't think this is gonna be like 2011. I always say that this shoe, the Galaxy Foamposite, and the 3 Easy 2s, those shoes kind of wrecked the shoe game, or kind of sent it into the oblivion that it ended up being. It's calmed down over the last couple years because they're making more pairs and, you know, doing different things like having the sneakers app and, you know, not having to go on Twitter, all that fuck shit. So, you know, I just don't think it's going to be that way. I don't think it's going to be that tough to get these this time. You know, they are twice as much, almost twice as much as they were initially when they came out, but it's a shoe you gotta have. So anyway, make sure and like, comment, subscribe. It's been a lot of hate in my comments here lately, but it's cool though. You know, I know everybody's not gonna like what I say. Like my camera. It's an iPhone. I'm not gonna buy an SLR camera just to make videos about shoes. But you know, make sure and like, comment, subscribe. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram at ShortyC94. And we'll see you guys soon. Be blessed. Peace.